Yeah.
Fruit Brut's been around.
Now here's a Mandela.
No, it's not.
Chris?
Go watch Pulp Fiction,
When
dude.
they bring out Fruit Boot.
Go watch Pulp Fiction. That's the cereal that's sitting on the table when Travolta's buying the from that dude.
I think
he's got a box of Fruit Brute.
Dude.
Yummy Mummy Fruit. The only new one is Carmela Creeper. She come out a couple of years ago, and then they had and then they had the Monster Mash, which was all of them in the box.
Yeah, I remember that.
It's like a medley.
You could say.
Yeah, it's a medley. I'm pretty sure Fruit Brute, Yummy Mummy, Boo Berry, Frankenberry, and Count Chocula have all been like established by. And who is that makes that? That's is that Mills? Yeah, General Mills, yeah.
Originally, Grimace was a bad guy, and he lived in a cave. But kids thought he was too scary, so now he's married to Ronald McDonald. And the Nuggets are their babies.
I was on eBay the other day, and I was looking at records, and I found that the one that's got that EP that's on the sweatshirt I bought of Reagan from The Exorcist. I found that. I think I'm gonna buy it.
Hell yeah! Got your record. And
oh yeah, I gotta grab that shit before I leave tonight. Don't let me forget.
If you just happen
Did you get my
to
neck pillow as well?
If it's in that bag, it was all in one bag. I'd say it feels like it feels like your jacket's wrapped around something.
Some weight to it.
It's got the shape of.
Were you missing something?
Was I missing something?
Yeah, was you missing anything?
I thought I was missing the battery to my vape. Check dig on this, because I have two of these battery pieces. Thought I left one in there because I hadn't seen it since we got back. I had just gotten home from getting your stuff, and I was walking around the other side of the truck to get it out. And I saw my vape sitting on the ground there.
Oh, hell yeah. That's God's plan, dude.
It had been there since the night we got back.
That's crazy.
Here's the craziest part, is I was telling Anna that story, and she interrupted me. She's like, oh, yeah, your vape. I saw it out there.
That's insane.
And I was like, why the fuck didn't you either A, pick it up, or B, tell me? And she's like, I thought you just, like, discarded it on the ground.
Like a cigarette butt, dude.
Yeah,
it's fucking,
gonna,
oh, it's out. It's
like, I meant to tell you not to do that. And I was like, no.
That's crazy.
And I didn't mention that I was missing it to her either, in which case she probably would have been like, oh, it's out there. But, yeah, no, she just thought that I would throw.
That's wild.
I don't even litter, like, anything. I think the only thing that I, like, knowingly have thrown out the window of a car in recent years has been like a banana peel.
Are you playing Mario Kart, dude?
Right.
What are you doing, bro? You got turtle shells in the back of the truck,
Trying to fucking lose the fuzz.
I think the only thing I've ever really littered that like is littering is cigarette butts.
Cigarette butts, yeah. You do
I'm
throw a lot of butts on the ground.
I'm a pretty big proponent of not.
And I did that a lot, too.
And yeah, dude, I'm not one of those guys, the world is my ashtray. I'm not an asshole. I do try to put them in the... Like at the house, at the house, I have an ashtray. If I'm out,
if you're just walking on the street,
yeah, dude, I'm in downtown Manhattan, dude, fighting for my life. I'm not concerned about throwing the cigarette butt out.
Well, even towards the end,
maybe I'm a piece of shit. I don't know.
I rolled
let me know in the
my
comments.
Cigarettes the last couple of years, and that's biodegradable. I didn't have filters.
Yeah,
on them. I think the filters is probably the worst part. But I don't know, bleached paper. I've heard. It's like, yeah, paper's biodegradable, but the bleach in it is, like, bad for the environment.
I think if I was, if I owned Big Cigarette, that's what I call it, big cigarette. If I owned Big Cigarette.
If I was a big ciggy exec.
I would just really flip the script on everybody, dude. I'm putting out a healthy cigarette, a healthy smoke with a biodegradable butt, dude. Like, I'm adding years to your life.
Honestly,
if you smoke
dude, if I was Dr. Philip Morris, what I would do is I would use AI to figure out how to make a cigarette that gives you, like, health benefits.
Yeah.
Like, none of the cancer,
vitamins.
But it does something like makes your hair and nails grow stronger or something,
Yeah.
Something that's reasonable to expect.
Something healthy for the baby.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Exactly,
something healthy for the baby.
Dude. If we could come up with, like, a prenatal fucking dart.
I want the dart to be so good that the secondhand smoke's better for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dude.
Like, if you get secondhand smoke from a good cigarette, like, it's even better.
Yeah, dude. Like, if we could make cigarettes into like trees. You know how like trees take carbon dioxide and make oxygen.
The butt will grow into a tree
Like,
when you
if
flick it out.
Like a tree's pollution is healthy.
Yeah,
if we
that's
could
what I want the
engineer
cigarette
that,
to be. Yeah.
Look, my
We're
motion detector
We're
light
playing.
just came on in the backyard.
Oh man, I see a guy out there.
Let me tell you something creepy though. In my backyard, there is unmistakable gigantic fucking deer
Well, don't
bed.
say gang violence.
No.
I don't want you to fucking drop dead.
A deer bed, like all of my grass is like super flattened, where
put
a
that
big
down,
group
dude.
of fucking
That's
animals.
crazy.
I'm doing this, dude.
That's nuts, bro. Giving your heart
Number
to
one.
everybody.
He was
tonight.
number one.
I told you this episode was gonna pop off tonight, dude.
But anyway, a family of deer has been sleeping outside my bedroom window at night. Isn't that fucking weird?
Well, no,
They're
because
coming
the
in from
river's
fucking-
right there. They're probably getting water.
And the woods are right there.
Yeah.
But why are they sleeping right there, right outside
Well, I mean,
my
they
fucking
sleep
window?
over our hill in our backyard. I see deer and shit. Dude, the other night, I'm pretty sure we had a bobcat. Not just telling a story here, it was a wampus cat. I'm not doing none of that. I was outside smoking, and I heard something over the hill, like, growling like something. Like, it sounded like cats fighting, but it sounded too big. And then I seen a giant grayish blob run by our pool, man. And I genuinely think it was too big to be a house cat. It was probably a
Now,
bobcat,
this isn't natural roaming areas, but let's be real. I mean, animals leave their fucking designated fucking areas all the time.
Yeah,
you know
dude.
what I mean, they
don't need a
migrate.
zoning permit to go out and fucking.
There's been legit sightings. Like 90% of the oh man, my trail cam caught this is fake. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I hate about AI is like.
Yeah.
Trail cam pictures used to really give me a glimmer of hope that there
Right.
is something fucking ridiculous in the woods. You know what I mean? And now it's all AI, and I hate it. You know?
Yeah.
Because like now who's
Trail
gonna?
cam footage used to go off, dude. Remember what was that thing?
Oh, there's always a
The
giant.
Wraith?
Well, there's always a giant cougar in Gallatin County.
Well,
Every year,
yeah,
the giant
not just a
cougar in
a
Warsaw
panther. It's
makes
always
its
a big
rounds
black
on
panther,
Facebook.
dude.
Yeah.
There's an 800-pound cat that has somehow evaded sight.
Yeah.
As it traveled just straight up the I-65 corridor.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Through 50 fucking towns.
A Wendigo made it down 36,
Yeah.
brother.
Let me stop you right there.
and I knew that would get you. I knew
One
that'd
night
get you locked in.
didn't you go with us? I believe it was me, you, Anna, and David that went to Belterra that night.
Oh yeah, we seen the Wendigo. Yeah, we did see it. Yeah,
We saw something crazy out
and this
there
is
that
like
night,
this
man.
isn't me.
Which is the
downplaying
36
it.
on the other side of the
Yeah.
river. I can't remember what that highway is there.
We
like-
were coming
maybe
down
63.
that side of Indiana, going to Belterra Casino, and
From Madison to VB.
we all seen it. I'm pretty sure David's seen it as well.
David
correct?
didn't see it. Anna didn't see
Oh,
it.
because I was sitting behind you. We saw it going. Yeah, we saw it, and they did not because David was like, "Oh man, it was probably a fucking Amish guy."
We were
You
looking.
know?
Dude, so we're coming around the corner. So like I'm looking at the road.
I love you, David. He's a
Follow
sweetheart.
through. So like wraps around here, big field, and I'm like looking at the road on the other side of the curve, like just glancing over there to like judge the fucking curve because it's dark. And in the field, I'm like, oh shit, a deer, big fucking deer. You know, hey, big deer.
No, but the deer's head was a fucking skull.
It was gigantic.
It looked like a
And-
skull of a deer, like that had been decomposing
The first thing I saw was just the antlers.
on a moose
So
body.
this was like a total of 2 seconds. Saw the antlers, head raises up, looks like, and at this point, very freaked out. You could see the skeletal, like, looked like the face was like coming off. At that point, in this millisecond, I'm rationalizing, oh, maybe it's got the wasting syndrome. You know what I'm talking about? It's like a prion disease,
Right.
chronic wasting disease. But then this thing stands up on its hind legs to about what I can only estimate between 7 and 9 feet tall.
yeah.
And that's when I fucking accelerated through the curve, drifted us a little bit, and I was literally like pouring cold sweat.
Yeah, it freaked us out pretty
And
good.
yeah, dude, I'm like, did you see that? He's like, nah, dude, did you see that? I'm like, yeah, dude. Anna's like, what? What was it?
We
And I
sounded
was
like the two kids in Jeepers Creepers, man. like we were like describing it the exact same way. Like, so did you see a guy dumping something, a guy dumping something in white sheets, a guy dumping something with white bloody sheets? Like that's how we were describing this creature. It looked just like it was a fucking Wendigo.
To this
the only thing
day,
I could, and they are bad luck because I didn't win shit at Belterra that night.
Yeah,
so
yeah, true.
You definitely don't want to cross one.
won.
I lost like $200, man.
Why
they put an ATM machine in a fucking casino? That's crazy.
What do you mean? That's like
why would they do that? Why would they do that to me?
What do you mean?
I said, "Oh man, they got an ATM." I had a cigarette hanging out my mouth. I said, "They got an ATM, brother. We're gonna fucking party all night."
Who put a bar in the airport, dude?
I said, "Damn, let me." Yeah, dude, put a bar in the airport. It's crazy.
God,
yeah, the Wendigos. Tough.
Yo,
trail cams are fake.
Who's selling truck nuts at the NASCAR race? That's crazy, dude. I tell you, speaking of spooky stuff, here's what I've been doing, man. Is I've been walking around. I've been
just
at
naked.
night. I'll walk around the house with all the lights off and feel like I'm in a skinny marink. You know what I mean? And I'll just like see if I can do it, because a reoccurring nightmare I have is that I'm in like a big unfamiliar house and I'm light switch after light switch, and none of them are turning the lights on. I'm like, what the fuck's going on? It's so dark in here.
Right.
So I've been preparing myself, dude.
Well, you ever thought about opening your eyes, man?
My eyes are open in this scenario. The lights are off. So I'm adjusting my eyes to the darkness.
I'm just trying to get deep, dude. I'm trying to get deep down on your
I
level
think you
tonight.
can have night vision. That motherfucking light is off, on, off, on. I tell you what it is. There's a very vocal family of squirrels that lives in that fucking tree up there.
There's
man.
a specter afoot,
A specter,
dude.
maybe a ghoul,
Or
a goblin, a sprite,
perhaps. A sprunk.
Do you know what I don't want to deal with is a banshee.
Oh no,
Yeah,
no!
man,
I'd take the Wendigo over.
I don't care for the
Banshee.
wailing.
Yeah, they yell too much.
What was that movie that had the really sick Wendigo? Was it The Ritual?
The Ritual, yeah. The
Man.
dudes go on the Sweden.
Terrifying.
Sweden.
When it's
You ever seen The Ritual, Chris?
its head is like a human body.
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy looking. Check it.
Yeah, it's like right in its chest.
Yeah.
It's got like a human. It looks like who's the bad guy on X-Men that's like in the stomach of the giant ripped guy? It's like that, but in a Wendigo. It's like a little
Isn't
face.
that Ninja Turtles?
Oh, well, I guess I'm stupid. Maybe I'm not cultured.
Isn't it? Isn't that in Ninja Turtles? Is it also an X-Men? He does. I'm picturing the dude from Ninja Turtles, and he very much looks like he's in an X-Men uniform.
Maybe that's what I'm thinking
He's in
of.
that like yellow shit, right? He's in like a yellow jumpsuit.
That's a Mandela effect, dude. You got this new Mandela effect we got, man.
Check out this new Mandela effect, man. When I was a kid, I remember my dad just loving me so much. And then my mom told me he was an alcoholic piece of shit that left. But he wrote me every summer, man. I remember
every
that.
summer. Yeah, that fucking guy.
That's
What's
the
his
dude.
name, dude?
Yeah, that Craig.
Craig, Keg, Keg. The boys that do the boys in Cincinnati are gonna pop for that one.
Boys
dude.
are back in
It's
town,
Keg, dude. So Craig, he's in the Ninja Turtles, correct? And is he friends with Shredder? Or are they allies, or are they just kind of?
I think they've teamed up, them and the Foot Clan.
What's the minute point of all this? You know what I mean?
You tell me, motherfucker. You're the one that brought it up.
And I told you this episode was
I
gonna
was telling
fucking
you, I
roll,
was
dude.
fucking skinny rinking around the fucking house.
Naked
and you're
with
like,
your
well,
eyes.
You know who else fucking loves the dark?
Craig.
Black number one.
Hell yeah.
Is that song about eyeliner?
Yeah, dude. It's about black number. It's about hair dye.
Oh, hair dye.
You can't go out because your roots are showing. Dye on black.
Yeah, okay.
Dye on black. I
And
can't.
that
That's
all makes
more like
sense.
Glenn than Pete.
Well, I
or
had
whatever.
just seen Black
Number
01
one, man.
on an eyeliner the other day.
Yeah, I think it was the whole sentiment of
Yeah.
being a goth girl that is not naturally black hair, you know.
Dye it up. Dye 'em black.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boom,
dude.
boom, boom, boom. Rest in peace, Pete. He's been gone quite some time now.
I
His
saw a
anniversary was yesterday, I think. The
A real
death
somebody
anniversary.
was like, me showing my friends my music taste versus what they hear, and what they hear was like, she's got a date at midnight. It was like a fucking Count voice.
That's good, dude. That's good. I really want a Count Chocula tattoo, I think, man.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, dude. If I was to get, like, any of the cereal mascots. Well, I used to always
Frankenberry's hard, dude. Frankenberry's tough.
And fucking Blueberry's tough, too. And they
Yeah.
got that dog now.
Fruit Brute?
Is that?
Fruit
Brute.
Yeah, it's the werewolf. He's been around.
Nah, he's new. He's in the last 10 years. When we were a kid, it was just the 3. Yeah.
Fruit Brute's been around.
Now here's a Mandela.
No, it's not. Go watch Pulp Fiction, dude.
When they bring out Fruit Boot.
Go watch Pulp Fiction. That's the cereal that's sitting on the table when Travolta's buying the heroin from that dude.
I think
he's got a box of Fruit Brute.
Dude.
Yummy Mummy Fruit. The only new one is Carmela Creeper. She come out a couple of years ago, and then they had the Monster Mash, which was all of them in the box.
Yeah, I remember that.
It's like a medley.
You could say.
Yeah, as a medley. I'm pretty sure Fruit Brute, Yummy Mummy, Boo Berry, Frankenberry, and Count Chocula have all been like established by. And who is that makes that? That's is that Mills? Yeah, General Mills, yeah.
Originally, Grimace was a bad guy, and he lived in a cave. But kids thought he was too scary, so now he's married to Ronald McDonald, and the Nuggets are their babies.
You're a sick freak, dude.
Fruit Brute was 74.
Fruit Brute 1974,
He's
man.
74 years old.
Yeah, dude. Hell yeah. I love that.
So, who was the new character?
Carmela Creeper.
Carmela Creeper.
She looks like Frankenstein. She got green skin and like those
hot?
scars and shit. I mean, I guess for serial-based characters, yeah, she's pretty hot.
There's not a lot of female representation.
No, I loved it. It was good. I bought it. It's
mascots.
caramel apple. It
Actually,
tastes like the caramel apple suckers you get on Halloween.
Is there another female cereal mascot besides this one you're talking about?
Nah, not to. I mean, unless you count the elves from Rice Krispies. No.
I think they're just gay dudes.
I don't think so,
well,
dude.
Canonically, elves and to my knowledge, Smurfs are they're homosexual and they produce asexual.
Well, what about the female Smurfette?
Well, she wasn't a real Smurf. She was created by Gargamel.
Is that the lore for real? Or you just doing a bit?
Yeah, no. Gargamel,
I didn't watch the Smurfs growing up.
Gargamel
I hated
created.
the Smurfs.
I don't want to do the bit from Donnie Darko, but Gargamel created Smurfette and sent her to infiltrate the Smurfs so that he could take over and destroy them. But she was her heart was turned by the overwhelming love and generosity of the Smurf way of life that she turned, had a change of heart and became a Smurf full time, decided to live amongst them. They didn't fuck. There was no naturally occurring female Smurfs. Smurfs don't have dicks under those little white
There's just it's funny because there was a video. I believe I seen it on probably E-Bombs World or one of those
Probably
when I was a kid.
eBay. I bought it on eBay.
But it was Papa Smurf. And
Raw dogging, probably.
no, he was like, he has little pantaloons on, like he wears those red pants and shit, and it's like synced up with the song, and he's singing, "Lick my ass, bitch, lick my ass," and it just you started going on that tangent about this, and it's all I could see in my head was him shaking his ass, saying,
Well, I remember
"Lick my ass, brother."
Do you remember Mad Magazine fold-ins?
Yeah.
There was one that was like all the Smurfs hanging out, but if you did the fold-in, they were all raw dogging. Smurfette.
Yeah, I didn't fuck with the Smurfs, man. That was just one I didn't get into.
I
as a
think it was
kid, man.
actually slightly before our time.
Yeah,
It was like
we hit it like at
on
a
its
time
way
where
out.
they were showing reruns. You know what I mean? They were showing reruns. There was a lot of shit that we grew up with though that was super fucking old. But I mean, it's not. Time is very crazy because if you think back to something that came out 20 years ago, you wouldn't necessarily think it was old. You just be like, well, yeah, it was 20 years ago, but it wasn't like, it's not crazy. Like when we were kids watching Scooby-Doo, that came out in the 70s. We were in the 90s. That was only like a 20-year gap.
Yeah.
But it's crazy to think that, like, you know what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? Like
There were a few like that.
It felt older than it really was in the grand scheme of things.
You don't really have that anymore in general. You don't have cultural hegemony. Like, when you grew up with a show, like, chances are 90%, like, we talk about watching Hey Arnold.
Yeah.
Like, unless you were, like you didn't have cable in the house or something, like, everybody knows. But now there are no, like, broad cultural things in pop culture outside of like maybe Marvel or something that's like massive. But there's a million different shows and YouTube channels, like, you know what I mean?
I give a nod to Adventure Time. That was pretty big.
Yeah, but that was 10, 15 years ago.
No, yeah. I mean, I get you're
You know
saying
what
like
I mean?
current day, but like at the time, like that.
Like,
shit
I couldn't
was-
even tell you a show that's like on TV, right? Like a primetime TV show that even like adults are all in on. Maybe it'd be on streaming.
What about Rick and Morty?
Again, that's
It's on Cartoon Network.
10, 15 years ago at this
They
point.
just put out a new season like last year.
Yeah, but I mean that's a little bit different. The Simpsons are still putting out new seasons. You know
I
what I
would
mean?
count The Simpsons. Family
But it's
Guy.
not. It
It's just not new. Is what you're saying.
in
Nothing
the
that's come
90s,
out.
we all went
recently.
to school the day after a Simpsons episode, and everybody had watched it.
Yeah, same
we
with
all
Family
talk
Guy.
about
Yeah,
Family
yeah,
Guy
yeah.
to you know.
I see what you're saying now.
Even to
I'll
a smaller extent,
disconnect, yeah.
Aqua Teen and that
Aqua
type
Teen,
of
yeah.
shit when we were teenagers. But
Is there though, and we just don't know because we're old?
no, this is like brought about by like a YouTube video I was watching about like research, and so like broad cultural studies in the 90s showed like kids you were either in a TV house or you weren't, and if
Yeah.
you were in a TV house, you fit into like one of three camps on the type of shows that you watched. You were either like, as a kid, you either watched Disney Channel, Cartoon Network,
Or
Nickelodeon, maybe a blend, but you were usually like a one specific household. But that's one group. Like you cartoons, or you only watch sports. Like a lot of fucking kids,
Yeah.
only television
ESPN,
exposure was
brother,
watching
yep.
sports with their parents. And there was like one other, but now there's something like 50 fucking broad groups of just, and I'm just talking about like cultural entertainment.
Now, what were you as a kid? Which one of the three were you?
Nickelodeon.
About you, Chris?
Cartoon Network was a little bit, I think around like 10 or 11 was in when we got Cartoon Network, but even then,
Yeah.
I was much more in it for like the Adult Swim stuff.
Right.
I was not a like Cow and Chicken, Ed and Eddie kid. I was like a Hey Arnold, fucking
I was a Cartoon Network
Rocko's
guy,
Modern
brother.
I
I was all about the Cartoon Network,
Yeah,
man.
and
I
respectable.
did enjoy it, but I was as I got older, I became more of a blend because I liked, I liked Rocco and all that shit. I mean, there were certain things I watched on Nickelodeon, but I preferred Cartoon Network. I remember when we still lived up on the hill, we couldn't get Cartoon Network. I didn't know what. I remember going to school and not knowing what Dragon Ball Z was because it was on Cartoon Network and everybody was talking about it and it sounded like the coolest fucking thing ever.
Yeah.
But I remember Dad was getting those fucking boxes, brother. Remember the boxes? They'd get zapped, but like before they got zapped, you could get everything. So
You had
remember
a
we had
card
one
for
of
'em.
we
Yeah.
had one of those for like a split second
That's when I got it too.
when we
was one of
lived
them
up on
cards.
the hill. So I remember like really getting exposed to Cartoon Network, but I thought it was cool because it had older shit on it too,
Yeah,
like
all the
Scooby Doo and all that.
Hanna-Barbera
Yeah.
shit, yeah.
So when we moved to town, I think we moved to town when I was probably about 6.
I remember going to
And-
your house like when you moved in because
Yeah.
our parents were like working
Yeah,
together
I remember.
already.
Yeah, absolutely. And I remember you being in the ride, come out and talk to you.
Yeah.
And that's great. God damn, that blew your mind, dude. Thinking about that. But yeah, I'm
Long
probably
time
7
ago.
maybe. And yeah, we could get Cartoon Network in town, and then I was like super sucked in. And then by the time I got older, now we're into Adult Swim, and like I always preferred Cartoon Network. But I had a lot of favorites on Nickelodeon though. Wild Thornberries for sure.
Oh,
Really
yeah.
loved Wild Thornberries.
I only ever watched Disney Channel for the original movies.
Yeah.
I'd flip on. I think they did them like
Yeah.
once a month. or
Brink,
maybe-
Phantom of the Megaplex. What was the one with the soapbox derby? I feel like we talked about this with Frankie
Oh,
Muniz,
yeah.
where he was handicapped.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
something
something
fucking
like
silly.
that.
Yeah, that movie ruled.
The 13th year.
Paper Brigade.
Xenon. Oh, Paper Brigade.
Fuck yeah,
That's,
that's
one
for
of my
the
favorites.
best. Yes, dude.
Robert Englund
yeah,
was in that
yeah.
movie.
What about
dude.
the dirt bike one? About the chick?
Motocross?
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
Motocross.
Yeah, that
there's a
ruled.
bunch of all the original movies fucked. But Disney Channel was always like in my head as a kid. I was like all the kids who I knew that watched Disney Channel religiously were like the richer kids.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and I think everybody got Disney Channel on basic cable. I don't think it was like a satellite channel. Like, 'cause I remember watching it at my grandma's house, watching the movies
Right,
and
yeah.
shit. But yeah, it just seemed like or the really religious ones. Like Disney Channel used to be the much safer option.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? For like, I think the religious families. Now I think religious people hate Disney.
Yeah, for sure. They think it's demonic.
Yeah.
Whatever.
But anyway.
But yeah, definitely shout out to Cartoon Network and Nickelodeon,
I remember religiously watching all that.
Oh.
I actually remember a breakdown I had because for whatever reason, you know how it is when you're a kid, you get like latched onto these things. I had heard the phrase at some point, all that in a bag of chips.
Yeah.
So my fucking every Saturday night or Friday night when it came on, my fucking ritual was to sit down and watch it and eat a bag of fucking chips.
Yeah.
And I was sitting down,
That's
it was
fair.
getting ready to come on, and my like uncle came in and like had to check the score of a game and like flipped it for a minute, and I like flipped the fuck out. I was like, it's fucking all that in a bag of chips night. Don't change the fucking channel. I was young. I mean, I was still living on Gillock at the time, which means I was probably 5 or 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. That was the thing about it. I love the comedy shows.
Yeah. Keenan and Kel, all that.
Yeah.
The Amanda Show.
I
can remember watching all that's part of that Nickelodeon, Hey Arnold, Rocko's Modern Life. Like, that's the shows I can remember. That's the only thing I can really remember from Nickelodeon. Cat Dog, yeah. I can remember Cat Dog.
I definitely watched the little kids shows.
What was SpongeBob
when I was a kid? That was Nickelodeon.
SpongeBob Nickelodeon, yeah.
That was towards the tail end of like childhood. That came out in like 2000, I think, 1999, 2000.
I think, yeah.
But yeah, man. I watched like Rugrats and all those like more childhood shows.
Damn, I did forget
too.
about Rugrats.
Yeah,
man. That was banging.
I remember Face. Do you remember Face?
Face, yeah.
Nick Jr.
Who had Are You Afraid of the Dark? Was that Nickelodeon?
Nickelodeon. Yeah. That show fucking rule. I have an Are You Afraid of the Dark shirt in there, man.
Yeah, that show
Midnight
was a
Society. It's their little fucking club.
There's something else going on too that I can't think of that was Nickelodeon based.
They did.
Nickelodeon had some heaters, but I'm not shitting on it.
They did Teen Nick.
Yeah, Nick at Night, brother.
Yeah,
Nick at Night was cool. I remember.
I'd watch that with my grandma.
That was my introduction to. I remember Nick at Night showing shows that like ended up being on TV Land.
Yeah, but that was before TV Land existed.
Yeah. And, dude, I love TV Land, bro. I'd stay up till like 3 in the morning watching fucking Stanford and Son and shit at like 10.
It's so weird to think about like the contracts for like airtime that these channels had.
And then,
like Nickelodeon,
syndicated television too. And
it was like a network obviously geared for children, and then it was like, what do we do when the kids are asleep? The show's geared for the oldest people on Earth. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But, yeah, I loved that kind of shit. And then, TV Land, brother.
TV Land ruled, man.
TV Land.
My parents would get fucking pissed because, like, I'd go on vacation. We'd go, like, the beach or, like, we'd do whatever. And, like, me and my grandmother would just pile up in the fucking hotel and watch Welcome Back Kotter and fucking Laverne and Shirley.
Laverne and Shirley fucking rules. The whole Happy Days universe. Happy Days, Laverne and Shirley, Joni Loves Chachi, Mort for Mort. Loved that. We were big on that in our house. And the I Love Lucy universe. I Love Lucy, the Lucy and Desi Comedy Hour. And then there was a third show they had. Mm-hmm. It's like Lucy and Ricky or something like that.
I can remember we were in the camper. It was a few years before my grandmother passed away. So I think that was 2020. So this is probably like 2016 or 2017 maybe. And I remember my uncle was down there too. I think it was Donnie. And he like come in the camper, dude. We had like all the fucking lights off and shit. We're just like knee deep in a fucking Roseanne marathon. Dude. He's like, what the fuck are you all doing? It's like 4 in the afternoon. You're at the beach and me and grandma's piled up eating fucking ice cream watching Roseanne, dude.
That network really twisted my perception of time because it would play like Roseanne, which was syndicated at the time. Yeah. And then it would play like Happy Days, which their whole thing was a show about the 50s, filmed in the 70s, but on TV in the 90s when it like came back. Yeah. It was actually a like fucking story my mom loves to tell about when Happy Days came back on TV in the 90s. I was at my grandma's, like she worked at the inn at the time. Mm-hmm. So I would like call down there and bug her at night when I was like waiting on her to pick me up. And one night I watched the first episode of Happy Days, and in my mind, the Fonz was the coolest motherfucker I'd ever seen, and it warranted a call.
You went down there and kicked the jukebox, and Bill got pissed, didn't he?
No, dude. I call, and it was Peggy Cutshaw. Used to work the desk. Yeah. And I was like, no, Peggy, for real, it's an emergency. Put my mom on the phone. And, she comes to the phone. She's like, what's going on? I was like, Mom, there's this new show on TV. There's a guy in a leather jacket that can make the jukebox work just by hitting it. His name's the Fonz. It's the coolest new thing. And she's like, that came out when I was a kid.
That's fucking wild.
And there was a similar thing when the Green Ranger appeared for the first time on Power Rangers.
Now, where was Power Rangers located?
What do you mean?
Like
what do you mean by that?
What was it? Nickelodeon or was it Cartoon Network?
No, that was on like WB or something.
Oh yeah, I forget Beetleborgs. And
it was either Fox, maybe. Yeah.
Power Rangers, Static Shock.
Beetleborgs fucking ruled.
All everyone's talking about Static Shock, dude.
Yeah, that was Fox.
Fox Kids.
Sunday mornings had fucking Beetleborgs and Power Rangers and. I remember when I briefly lived in Florida, though.
I think that's what lured us in, was the guitar.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Yeah, dude, that's what hooked us.
Power Rangers ruled, dude.
And it did, man.
I think it happened in, I think it was in, like, all the fight sequences and shit were from a Japanese show that already existed. And then all the scenes where they're talking out of their costumes, they refilmed over here. And then just put it together with all these scenes that they already shot for the Japanese show.
That would make sense.
Yeah.
That would track.
Yeah, man. I remember going to see the Power Rangers movie. Dude, that's like the thing I'm talking about cultural moments. Like the Power Rangers movie, the Pokemon movie.
I remember
everybody went and saw that shit. Harry Potter when it came out. The school took us to see that shit.
My mom and Michelle took me and Matt and Nick to see Godzilla in '98 when that came out.
Godzilla.
That was I would say that's the first time. The first time I ever went to the movies was my aunt and my mom, my grandma drove me to see fucking Titanic. And that was like the worst 4 hours of my life as a 5-year-old.
That's like the one
god awful
credit I'll give my mom. Maybe it was something she figured out worked with me at a young age. But
going to the movies,
I remember seeing movies young.
But I remember they took us to see Godzilla, and that was I remember having Godzilla toys and not knowing Godzilla. Like when you were a kid, like for us, I mean not kids today, but like for us, like unless you know. I don't know, it wasn't readily available. Like Godzilla wasn't just on fucking TV when we were kids.
Yeah.
But then when '98 Godzilla come out, I mean you might. But then like after that, as I got older, AMC became like my favorite channel for a long time because they would show a lot of cool older shit.
They did, yeah.
Halloween still rules.
Yeah.
I'd turn on AMC Monster Fest every year just to watch.
And then they had a bunch of hit shows.
Edited fucking movies that I own, but it's just because it's AMC. But they would show Godzilla movies and shit.
Yeah.
I can remember watching Creature from the Black Lagoon when I was a kid, and it freaked me out, and it was in black and white, and it just scared me because it was in black and white.
All that shit scared me. The fucking, the Boris Karloff, all the black and white horror shit scared the...
It's still
creepy as
uneasy,
fuck.
to watch Dracula and shit, especially like the...
I get weirded out just watching old black and white movies. There's something very, like, eerie about... And maybe it's just because you're seeing a distorted version of reality.
Yeah.
But about the old-timey music that plays in those movies.
Who was it? It was Christopher Lee. You know Christopher Lee.
And you're talking about the
Dracula.
original...
Yeah.
Yeah, he's also in
his
the
name,
original...
Right? Yeah, Christopher Lee. He was fucking Count Dooku.
Yeah, but
Darth Tyrannus.
The other horror movie, Nick Cage redid.
Oh, Wicker Man.
He was in the original Wicker Man. Yeah.
So when I was a kid, I remember...
He also was a soldier who killed a bunch of people.
Yeah, he was badass. He was awesome. He was knighted. Like, he ruled. Anyways, I remember being scared to death of Christopher Lee as a kid, and then I can remember being... I knew... Spoiler alert... what was going to happen in Star Wars when I seen that motherfucker. Like, I knew as a kid when I seen Count Dooku, I knew that motherfucker was going to be bad because I've always known him as a bad guy.
I felt the same way about him in Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
I was like, this dude's bad.
Yeah.
You get same thing.
God rest in peace, dude.
I don't think I've ever seen Jason Isaacs play a good guy.
No, yeah, probably
the dude
not.
who plays Draco Malfoy's dad.
Yeah.
He's the bad guy in The Patriot.
Yeah.
He's the bad guy in the... He is a bad guy in that show, The OA. I don't know if you ever saw that.
Yeah.
Wish they'd bring that back.
Man,
underrated show.
When I was a kid, dude, I thought The Patriot was just fucking a masterpiece, brother.
Yeah, dude. We've talked about this before.
Same with Braveheart, too.
Patriot fucks. They showed us that in I want to say 5th grade. Miss
That's like
Hill
the best
showed us the
day.
Patriot.
Yeah, that's the best day in school when they showed you the fucking Patriot.
Yeah,
bro.
dude. Yeah, dude's
You watching
leg getting blown off by a cannonball.
Yeah, you're watching fucking Mel Gibson with a hatchet just murdering redcoats, brother.
I do remember, I want to say it's the Patriot. I'm like 99% sure. But I do remember having one of those, like, catching something that how the fuck did how am I the one to catch this moments? And I'm like 99% sure it's in the Patriot. It's probably like a thing other people have caught and it's out there.
Yeah.
But there's a scene where they're like fucking like in a cave talking to some people, and there's an American flag hanging in the back, and it's got all 50 stars on it.
Mm-hmm.
Which, we haven't had that. We got that flag in like the 40s or 50s.
Correct.
A kid designed that flag. It was like a contest. I want to say FDR had a contest to design the new flag.
That sounds like Frank would do.
So, yeah, old Frankie do. Frank
Yeah.
Elano.
Yeah. Speaking of Frank, man, super stoked Frank Castle's back, dude.
Is he?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
The Punisher. They got
I know that.
The Punisher special drops May 15th.
Special? You doing comedy?
Nah, yeah, he's doing stand-up. He's, hey, let me tell you something. He just fucking pulls a gun out and kills the crowd. No, wait. Pow, pow. No, yeah, I think it's May 15th. It's like an hour long special.
Oh, you were telling me
and it's
about
supposed
that.
to be like
a movie.
I'm assuming it's the bridge
Made-for-TV
between
movie.
what's going on in Daredevil and the Spider-Man movie. I think that it's supposed to be the. But Sony's dicks, dude. I fucking hate Sony, brother. Aside from them just being assholes in general, but they wouldn't let Spider-Man appear in Daredevil season 2.
Yeah,
But they're gonna let Punisher appear in the movie because they control that. You know what I mean? Like it's always that dick measuring contest between Disney and Sony, and the fans suffer. You know what I mean? I don't mind ads and I don't mind buffer, but when ads buffer, I suffer. You know what I mean? And the ad and the buffering is Sony and fucking Disney, and I'm the suffering. You know what I mean?
Well, it's just like make the PlayStation. You know what I mean? Make the PlayStation.
Don't talk about politics, dude. Just dribble the fucking ball, all right? Just make the fucking
Put the PlayStation in the box.
Yeah, put the game in the fucking Sony, dude. That reminds me of that Eastbound and Down episode when he gets the fucking baby, the PS3, and she's like, "Oh, it's Sony," and he's like, "It's actually a Japanese corporation. It's a fucking PS3," and she's like, "Oh, how good for his baby eyes. He's just gonna watch these DVDs and high def Blu-ray. It's good for the baby."
All kinds of fixins.
The fixins. Dude, how we burnt that fucking DVD up on 9th Street, brother. God,
yes, we did.
damn.
I don't think I ever gave it back to Drew.
My
Method,
balls
dude.
got a bluish hue to them.
A nice bluish hue,
God damn.
like a ripe plum.
What a fucking great show. The Fixins. God damn. That got me, dude.
Yeah, that's a rarely missed Danny McBride, dude.
And you know my favorite episode's when old boy dies and his twin brother shows up.
Oh,
and he goes in the dorm room and he's like, "Do you girls believe in magic, man? All right, I'm going to show y'all a trick." And he makes them say something stupid like fucking abracadabra alakazam.
What's the
and
song he's playing
brings
on the
him in. Oh, fucking
Boom Bop?
Far Behind, dude, by fucking Candlebox.
Yeah.
He's like, "Let it play."
That's badass.
Yeah, dude, that shit rules, man.
Yeah.
Danny McBride's he's awesome, dude. Let me tell you how good Danny McBride is, man. If you ever want to see like how I'm not shitting on everybody else in the movie. I mean, I kind of am, but I'm a big fan of Danny. Go rent you the movie This Is the End, okay? Watch This Is the End and realize how much better the movie gets when Danny shows up.
Yeah.
Like, you have all these guys and their chemistry. They were all tight. They were all funny guys. Like, I don't hate the movie, whatever, but you can literally tell the fucking shift of how funny that movie is after Danny shows up. And that says a lot because of how many guys in the movie are funny. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's Danny
I had to
McBride,
watch
dude.
that movie.
Maybe that's
second
nonsense.
time
I don't know.
To realize it was a comedy because I watched it high on some very strong spice.
Oh, hell yeah,
and
dude.
I was like, this is a horror movie.
God damn,
dude.
I miss Indian
It's
Hills.
about the biblical apocalypse, dude.
I was about to say, you didn't think Michael Cera falling into a bottomless pit was
I was like,
fucking
that's scary,
funny?
dude.
That was
That's
hilarious, bro.
He's getting his butt eaten. That
Yeah.
was scary, dude.
Yeah,
You know
dude.
what I mean?
That is it's a fun movie.
It is.
It's all right, dude. I think it's the last.
And that was the last. They said this is the end, and that's the
And
last.
it was the last
big-
time I seen any of those guys, brother.
And
Franco got
He
canceled.
did all them diddlings that you weren't not supposed to do.
And you know his little brother's cool though.
Yeah, it turns out.
We fuck with David.
Turns
Is
out
that
he
his
was
name?
the cool one. Call him Davy Franks.
Dave, is that his name for real? Is it David Franco?
Dave Franco.
Yeah.
That's him, dude.
Dave Franco. He seems cool.
A lot of people got brothers.
He's
You
like,
you
it's an
ever
old
notice
school
that?
buffet. It's Hollywood buffet. And he's like, oh my God, you just ate all the fucking shrooms. The food's poison.
I've been meaning to watch that show. I haven't.
That's a banger.
I haven't seen it yet. But a lot of people got brothers. You notice that?
I don't, dude.
Well, he's got a brother.
He's got a brother. You got a brother. I don't, man. I don't know what you're getting at, dude.
I'm talking about
You're speaking of
actors,
foreign
man.
language
There's a lot
to
of
me.
actors.
Yeah, dude. The
Macaulay
Skarsgård
Culkin.
family. The Culkins. I get it, dude.
And they got a lot of brothers.
When I was a kid, I thought Macaulay Culkin was like Prince, like a fucking just one name.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Macaulay
Shaq.
Culkin.
You know what I mean? Like I thought Macaulay
Well,
Culkin was one name. Like he was like
nobody
Seal.
else that's ever
you know?
existed has ever had the name Macaulay.
Do you think that George Lucas invented the name Anakin? Was there anybody in history that was called Anakin before Anakin Skywalker?
I'm imagining George Lucas made up a lot of names and words, and he made up jizz music, brother. Yeah, he made up Anakin. I don't think that's
Jon Stewart. You ever watch that clip where he's asking where I forget who the character is in Star Wars. He asked him where he's from, and George Lucas was like, "Oh, well, he's actually from a planet called Studan or some shit." It was like a play on Jon Stewart's name, and then they literally put that in like that's canon in the
it's
movies.
canon.
Now. Yeah.
Well, jizz
He's from
music
Jon
is
Stewart.
canon.
Stu John.
That
He's from planet
music
Stu John.
fucking,
Yeah.
Boop, 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 boop,
Doo-doo-doo. At the cantina, baby. Yeah,
that's
yeah.
jizz music.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's canon. That's jizz music.
Yeah.
That's what it's called.
I love that.
Why did we talk about Star Wars?
Oh, we were just talking about names. You were talking about brothers and the names.
Oh,
and
and how he made up names.
yeah. Anyways, brothers, dude. Tell me about your brother.
I was going to tell
How's
you
Sinjin
about...
doing?
Hold
boy.
on, let me tell you this other thing.
Shout out Sinjin. Anyways, but yeah,
name-
everybody's got brothers. You
The
have a
name
brother.
Wendy,
Yeah, Dave.
not a name before...
Dave and Wendy.
Not a name before Peter Pan.
Oh, so Peter Pan predates Wendy's, the burger joint.
Yeah, it was written, I think, in like the 1800s.
Yeah, Dave wouldn't
Might be older
yet.
than that, dude.
I didn't fuck with Peter Pan. I didn't like that shit.
I like Peter Pan. I like it less now. 'Cause
I
I'm
guess
like,
maybe I did. I don't remember.
Is this a big metaphor for diddling?
Peter
Is
Pan?
Peter Pan a diddler?
He's a boy that wanted to live forever, dude.
Wanted
Do
to
the
stay
math.
a boy forever, dude. He didn't want to
Anyways,
live forever. He wanted to be
I
young
thought-
forever.
It's just weird because when you say Wendy's, and you automatically associate the burger joint
Yeah.
Wendy's, but
Yeah,
when
the
I
burger-
think of
the burger
Wendy's,
store.
I think of Dave. I don't think of Wendy.
Yeah, because he was in all the commercials back
Yeah.
then, and you don't see.
And he looked
Wendy
so friendly.
runs it now, and
Yeah.
you never see Wendy.
No,
Now it really is Wendy's.
Yellow Wendy's was different.
Yeah,
Kids today don't know. Yellow
the burgers
Wendy's,
aren't
they tasted
perfectly square anymore. They're a little bit
No.
rectangular. They're a little bit oblong.
I
they
still
used
think
to be
they're-
perfectly square.
I still think they're good. I think it's a better option than a lot of fast food burger
Fresh,
joints.
never frozen,
Yeah.
dude. Only
Fuck with Wendy's.
refrigerated.
And I still love Dave's Big Hot and Juicy, dude. I love just
Yeah.
going and dude. I'm telling you what, man.
Would you say that you? But honest to God, you would say
I would cover
you
myself
love
in.
Wendy's.
Yeah,
You love Wendy's nuts.
Yeah.
Smack that chin.
I would.
Come on, folks.
I would literally cover myself in Wendy's iconography. You know what I mean?
Baconator? Hardly know her.
Yeah, dude. Like I literally think Wendy's is like that's gourmet, dude. Like, people say, "Well, Joey, why don't you get right with the fucking Lord, dude? Take care of yourself." And I'm like,
Nah,
"You've never
that's
had
legit.
Dave's Hot and Juicy, brother."
Nah, brother. Hey, name another establishment that you can drive through
and get
that serves a
baconator
baked
cheese
potato.
fries. Yeah, a baked potato.
That's reserved for steak joints, dude.
Yeah.
You gotta usually go.
Peasant.
You gotta go to
Back
Riffin's.
the fuck up, dude.
You gotta go to fucking
Rafferty's, dude. Gotta go to the
Rafferty's,
goddamn
you gotta go
Outback.
to, Jim Ruby's. What's that place called?
Jeff
Ruby's.
Yeah.
Steakhouse.
You got to go to a guy named
baked
Jim's
potato.
house to get a baked potato.
They're baking them in house.
They're baking them
They
at
come
night.
in raw, and they leave. And most of the time, they barely even have any hard spots. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
They're
I ain't never had
mostly
a
good.
I ain't never had a bad baked potato.
When they had the
Wendy's,
ghost
man.
pepper
Oh,
baked
yeah.
potato, dude, I
They
would
just
literally
shove that pepper in that little potato's ass, dude, and cook
goddamn.
it, and then they smash her all up, dude.
Yes, sir. Yeah,
Now-
Wendy's is all right.
I haven't told this on the show. I don't think I've told you like. So I gave up KFC. Quit eating KFC. That was probably a good move. Right?
Yeah, no. If the thought crosses your mind, I should quit eating KFC. You're eating too much KFC.
No.
Go ahead and quit.
No. I wasn't eating KFC a lot. Just like every other month or so, I would go get one of them famous bowls with the mashed potatoes and the corn
Yeah,
on
they
shit.
rule.
They're
They're
good.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
the best thing
I
they
had
have.
quit KFC. I hadn't ate KFC in months, and then like the other day, I went to KFC because I wanted the bowl.
So did you actively make the choice? I'm not going to go to KFC for a while.
I
Or
just
did
I
you-
was
you
like,
just
well,
hadn't gone in a while.
I just hadn't gone in a while, but that turned into actively not going because I was like, well, it's not that great for you, dude. It's not. You're not missing out here. You know what I'm saying? So I had the hinkling for a bowl. But when I got there, I didn't order the bowl. I got a 2-piece. Because I was like, man, I really haven't tried. I said I haven't had KFC chicken in a long time. So last time I had it. But the last time I'd had it, it was dog shit.
Crazy.
It was dog shit. And we talked about this on the show, how bad their chicken is.
It's crow, I heard.
So I ended up getting a 2-piece, but I got it extra crispy.
Mm-hmm. You got to.
It was better than
Yeah.
it had been before. But the sides, I get the mashed potatoes and the green beans. And the whole point of this was I forgot how good their fucking green beans were.
Yeah, all of their sides
Are
smack.
fantastic.
Their slaw's
You
good.
should just go to. They should just call
Yeah.
it Kentucky at this point.
That's why the famous bowl
They
rules,
shouldn't
it's a
even,
bunch
like-
of their sides and their popcorn chicken,
Which
is
was their best chicken.
Yep.
Yeah, brother, this is why
Now-
we fucking do this,
Yeah.
dude.
Let me tell you,
And
when
every
I
6
quit-
months we talk about this on the show and have this exact same conversation.
They used to have that double down sandwich, which
Oh
was
yeah,
just
the
two
double stack thing. It was like
breaded
2 chicken with
breasts,
the cheese in the middle.
cheese
Yeah.
and bacon in the
Yeah,
middle.
yeah, that was all right.
I ate one of those and shit my pants.
Yeah,
when I was
dude,
like
and you will.
17.
And you will.
And I was like,
You got a hair in your biscuit.
I made an active decision not to go back to KFC. Used to be popping, dude.
Their
They used
biscuits
to have
rule,
Pokemon
dude.
night out there. KFC and Burger King both had Pokemon
Yeah.
shit simultaneously.
I think my favorite childhood memory now looking back as an adult was every Halloween, and this is crazy to say, but every Halloween, my grandmother taking me to KFC to get my picture taken on the hay bales
Oh yeah.
in my costume. I've got several of those Polaroids at the house, man, and they always just really hit me because that was like, that's why Halloween was my favorite holiday. It wasn't because all the spooky shit and
loved
like
that shit.
But I would go out with
man.
my mom and my grandma, and they'd take me around town, and I'd get fucking free candy. It was my favorite holiday. It still
Our
is,
childhoods
dude.
kind of ruled. Like, that's the
And they
sort of
did,
shit
dude.
that I see people bitch about now. They're like, when I was a kid, we had to go to the free Easter Bunny or at Walmart for the
Yeah.
pictures, or we had
That
to
was
go.
fun,
It's like, dude,
stupid.
that ruled.
Yeah.
Like, as a kid,
That
all
was
of that
badass.
shit, having my
Yeah.
birthday fucking at the Hardee's with the ball pit
Yeah.
was fucking sick, dude.
I had my birthday at Mr. Gaddy's one time, dude. I was king piss of shit
Gaddy's
mountain, dude.
birthdays over here
Yeah.
went off, brother.
Yeah, dude.
Mr.
I remember
Gaddy's
I remember my
ruled.
dad taking me. I was like, I'm pretty sure because the irony. I think I was 13, and for my birthday, I wanted to go to Chuck E. Cheese because I thought it was funny. I was like, I'm a teenager now. Like, I think it'd be funny to go to Chuck E. Cheese. And I remember me and my mom and dad went. I think my grandma went with us, and we got pizza and shit. I just had a fucking
Had a
blast,
great
bro.
time.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Would
I would
you
not
agree
step
with this?
foot in a Chuck E. Cheese today.
This is something I think people have touched on. I think in the 90s when we grew up, the world was geared towards children. Everywhere you went,
Yeah.
there was like there was a play place. There was fucking something going on.
It was just
there was
more
laser
fun.
tags everywhere. Places like Mr. Gaddy's, like everything was geared towards
what about
like
that McDonald's we went to in New Jersey?
that had a classic play place.
They had a
at
fucking
it with the
play
gladiator
place.
gym up in the middle.
Yeah.
But it was now it's like the public life is not geared towards children at all.
It's not geared
like,
towards fun in general.
People hate when you take your kids public places. Period. Anymore, and you wonder why like kids stay inside all the time.
Yeah.
But and I mean like a lot of that shit that we did. So it all cost money now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Which is another part of it. Like you can't go to McDonald's and get a cheap meal and let your kids play in a play place for free. You can't fucking go spend. Dude, I remember my mom we would go to those places, they were everywhere, that would have like a laser tag and mini golf inside.
Yeah.
And, you know what I mean? We go to one of those places on $50 back in
Brother,
the day.
going to play putt-putt at
lives.
Butler was sick, and getting a snow cone.
Jumping on the paddle boats.
That ruled.
Yeah, man. But I just feel like in general, life in public is not geared towards kids anymore. They don't want you to have your kids in places, and there's not really activities geared towards children anymore.
Well, a lot of people like to bring guns to those places. That seems to be a recurring theme.
And maybe they should stop.
Maybe they should. Maybe we should make laws about it. Hey, man, we're getting deep in the show. I really want to talk about Bring Me the Horizon, dude.
Okay.
I've been holding it in, brother. It's been a very exciting week for me.
Yes.
Bring Me the Horizon, the boys are back, dude. They're doing a show July 10th in the UK.
We have a show July 10th.
We do have a show July 10th, dude. Go ahead, tell them about it.
No, we'll talk about that towards the end.
Okay. I was going to let you plug it. Anyways, so they're doing a show. They're going to play all of Count Your Blessings live, and they're re-releasing the album. It's called the Repented version.
Is it a re-recording?
That's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing it's a re-recording. I don't think it's a remaster. I think it's a re-recording. Don't know if it'll be good or not. But I did see a video of Ollie like in a room screaming into a fucking mic, and it sounded badass. And I ain't saying that it's gonna be good. It might be stupid. Wouldn't be crazy. Check dig on this. They re-release Count Your Blessings, and it's a soft fucking current era BMTH version. That would be fucking. The troll level on that would be fucking hilarious.
What if they did it, but seriously?
Yeah, that would suck. That would suck ass, dude.
Well, this is what we wish we sounded like.
It was back when I was doing Catamine all the time. I think it would be cool if they toured the album. And I'm hoping they do. I hope they come to the States. Even if they're far away, if it's Nashville or Chicago or something, I would make the trip to go.
I'd go with you.
Because I've seen them 4 times. I was telling you earlier, when I first started seeing them, they'd already stopped playing Count Your Blessings shit, and they were still slightly playing Suicide Season shit. And then I've seen them multiple times and with the newer stuff. But still a great show live. They've got the money to do a good stage show. Ollie always sounds them. They bring it. I mean, it's not a shit show. Like, it's a good time. But I would love a chance to see that era and hear him play that kind of shit, because I didn't get to.
I only saw him one time, and it was 2007 or 8. It was in between Count Your Blessings and Suicide Season. They did that Warped Tour. It was their first Warped Tour year in the States.
Is that 07?
I want to say it was 07.
Probably.
And it ruled. Obviously, they played mostly Count Your Blessings, and then they played Diamonds Aren't Forever, Chelsea's Grin, and another song off that album.
Yeah. Diamonds Aren't Forever.
That's the first one I said.
Oh,
yeah.
Damn, dude. I gotta lay off that shit.
Come on, that
Come folks.
But yeah, dude, it was a sick show.
Yeah.
The mosh pit was insane. That whole floor section, both stages wide, was just like circle pit, going nuts.
Yeah.
Got kicked in the face by a dude doing a flip, and then he flipped again, and I kind of caught him. I was like going to push him back into the crowd.
Right.
Realized it was Sean McNamara.
Fuck yeah,
Didn't
dude.
even know he was at the show. I was like, "What's up, dude?" And then he just started like spin kicking people. It was pretty crazy. And then man, it was a great set. Enjoyed it. Never saw him after that.
The first time I seen him was right when Sempiternal had come out. And I remember they played most of that album. And then the two encores were Diamonds Aren't Forever and Chelsea Smile. And you talk about a crowd going from like, everybody's having a good time, we're having fun, this is nice, to what the fuck?
Let's break some shit.
Dude,
Yeah.
it was fucking awesome. And I think the first two times I seen them, that was that. Like, that was the set. Like, they play all of Sempiternal. Maybe they throw in something else, but they would always play Chelsea Smile. And then the last two times I've seen them, they don't play any of that shit. They've got such a catalog now of like the newer shit they're doing. They don't feel the need to, and that's fine. I ain't hating on them, dude. They've got a lot of newer shit that I do enjoy, that I'm a fan of. But I think the reason why is because the first time I had heard them was I watched the music video for Chelsea Smile, and I think that was 2000. That was probably 2010. I was a senior in high school. And I was like, oh, man, I've really been sleeping on these guys, been missing out. Because I think that was about the time Yes, There Is a Heaven, Believe Me, I've Seen It. Or Yes, There's a Hell, Believe Me, I've Seen It. I think that album had just dropped. And I remember getting it and thinking, all these guys rule. Going back, listening to all the old shit, which wasn't really old shit. It just come out a few years prior. But I had done Count Your Blessings, Suicide Season, and then that one. So when Sempiternal dropped, I'm ape shit, dude. I'm like, oh, fuck, this is going to be tough. I'm here for, like, now I'm a real fan. I've went back, listened to everything. I've been diehard into it. Sempiternal dropped. Didn't hate it. Still think it's one of their best albums. It's a fun time. But literally everything they've done since has gradually gotten worse to me. Like, I don't enjoy it as much as I do the other shit. But
Fall Off was crazy.
Yeah.
But
They have had a few singles and a few songs in between, though, that I did like. Just whole albums I'm not in.
I think like a retrospective, like, musical historian is going to give them a lot of credit for two major, like, shifts in music. Because I remember, like, Count Your Blessings, like 2007, whatever it was, finding that on YouTube.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Henry showed it to me. And at the time, everybody in, like, the music scene was listening to, like, screamo, heavy shit.
Yeah.
And that kind of, like, really marked the shift into, like, heavier metalcore popularity.
Yeah.
And, like, all of a sudden, that was what everybody was listening to. That's what all the bands became. They went from playing music with singing and some screaming to playing music with mostly screaming and heavy. And then when they went to the high production yell screaming, sort of like where metalcore is now, everybody followed then too.
Yeah.
That's where the popularity went, like both of those fucking shifts.
Yeah.
So credit where credit's due. I think a slept on when it comes to, like, influence band for sure.
The boys rule, dude. Those first two albums fucked hard. First, I enjoy the first four, but gradually not to my appeal as much as the first two were. But 3 and 4 were, Yes, There Is a Heaven and Sempiternal were fun. I enjoyed all 4 of those albums. I'm glad the first 2 times I seen them was when they were still doing that. But like I said, I didn't get to ever see any of the Count Your Blessings shit.
Yeah.
I was really jealous a couple years ago when they started doing Pray for Plagues. Every now and then they throw it in a show.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, what a fucking time. Like, that would have been so cool.
Me that every time they do it.
They fucking...
Like, look, dude, you still got it.
They still got it, and they did. It was great. They did a couple of years ago, I saw a clip where they did a medley where they mixed, it was like Diamonds Aren't Forever, Tell Slater Not to Wash His Dick, something else, Chelsea. I mean, it was like a good 5-6 minutes. They just hit all of it, and even seeing that would have been fucking... That would have been hard.
Here you go, you pricks.
Yeah, here you go, you piece of shit. All 20 of you in the crowd that even know this shit anymore, because, all their fans are fucking, they don't.
When you go to these shows, though, and the old shit comes out.
Oh, yeah.
People go nuts. I think the craziest example I've seen recently was, I've seen Under Oath, like, twice since they, like, came back. Saw them in 2019. And they played exclusively shit off their, like, last couple albums. They did not play any of their old hits or anything like that. This last time I saw them, they had mixed in a few. They had mixed in, like, a couple, like, pretty good bangers. People were going nuts. they closed out with When the Sun Sleeps, which is like their fucking oldest like hit.
Right.
And dude, when I tell you that place fucking erupted into one big fucking pit, dude, it was like people go nuts for that. What I'm trying to say is like these bands they rarely want to play their old shit. They get tired of it. I get it. But the people that are coming out and paying money, they're going to go ape shit when you do it.
Yeah, if this is a cash grab, goddamn, I hope they milk it just till the fucking udders come off, brother.
I don't think there's anything wrong with giving people what they want. You
and
can overdo it. Fan service
Yeah.
can go too far. I don't think, like, Marvel needs to write in every fan theory.
No.
You know what I mean? I don't think fucking Star Wars needs to... not everybody needs a Patton Oswalt fucking moment where their dumb little fan thing gets to be.
But if I want to hear For Stevie Wonder's Eyes Only, I think I should be allowed to. You know what I mean? Like, I won the one off. Every now and then you reach in the bag and throw out something cool like that. Like, that's fine. They've got enough shit. They made enough money. They did it their way. I'm cool with them. I love them. It's fine.
I think AFI is doing it the best right now. When I saw them, they were playing.
They play everything.
They played all their
shit. Yeah,
but they're also playing shit that was never singles.
Yeah,
off
the
of
deep
albums,
cuts.
dude.
Yeah, I respect that. I love that. I think that's how it should be.
Mixed in with like, look, we're gonna play a good chunk of our new album, but you're gonna hear everything, and they come out and do like a 4 or 5 song encore. I think like The Cure is the best. We saw them. I think they play like 30 or 35 songs. Yeah. They just they have a set A and B, so they like it's not even like an encore. They just take an intermission in between when that Songs of a Lost World tour is what we saw. But they played literally every single hit they've ever had.
Yeah,
it's like every fucking if it was close to a hit. If it was big on fucking LimeWire for a while, they played it all, man. We didn't even we missed an hour of the show and still saw them play for 2 hours.
I got to hear pictures of you, man.
Yeah,
that made me really. That made me really happy.
Love Cats.
Well, it was raining. Well, it was
just
raining,
like heaven.
brother.
Yeah.
God damn, son.
Boys Don't Cry. I mean, they did like everything. We missed. Burn, they played in that hour that we missed. You know, fucking Disintegration, everything, name it. They play. If you know the Cure song, they played it.
Yeah, and that's how it should be, man. What you doing May 1st, dude? You got any plans?
Yeah, towards the end here, I had a few things. Now, these are all dates that we're both on. They're either This Place Sucks shows or dates that we're both on. May 1st, we're at the Red Bike. Blake Hammond and friends. Blake, you know him, dude. If you're
Madison,
from
Indiana,
the Cincinnati or Louisville or this general area, you know him, you love him. You've heard him on Bob and Tom. You've heard him on fucking Sirius XM.
Bob and Tom.
You've seen his Don't Tell special. You've seen his Commonwealth videos. I mean, he
rules, dude.
Right now.
Blake
He's funny
fucks.
as fuck.
He rules, dude.
Got AJ York and Charlie Badger on the show with us, opening up for him. That's gonna be a great
Alex Jones,
one.
Yorkshire.
There's gonna be another show in May. I don't have a date for it yet. June 18th. At the Whirling Tiger, our 100th episode.
Ka-chow.
Episode doesn't come out till July, but if you come, $10 at the door, you see it live. It's going to be a 6 show. It's going to be stand-up. There's going to be audience participation.
A lot of hooting and a lot of hollering.
Hooting and hollering, for sure. We got a special surprise guest. Hopefully this is still in the works. The date's locked in. We just don't have full confirmation yet, but June 26th and 27th at the Red Bike, we're 99% sure we got a hell of a guest for you guys. As soon as we get full confirmation,
big
we're gonna
name,
announce that.
Big name.
That July 10th we were talking about earlier. We're both on the Derby City Comedy Fest inaugural festival down in Louisville.
Did you miss our Go Bananas date? Isn't that in June?
It's in July.
Is it? I thought it was June.
That's next. July 15th, we're both going to be on the Go Bananas Pro-Am.
There it is.
Up in Cincinnati.
That's way off.
July 18th, our homie Barack Lesnar's throwing his Comedy Magic show here in Madison at the Red Bike. You guys are going to want to come out to that. We're on that. August 14th, we're back at the Red Bike for Rand Barnacle and friends, dude.
Go ahead and do that again, dude.
We're back at the Red Bike with Rand Barnacle and friends. The other half of Ran so far with Blake, Claw Machine,
yeah.
Baby Wizard Pods.
Yeah.
You guys know them. They're one of the other few dynamic duos out there. Yeah, man, we got both of them this year. We're super stoked about that. We got English comedian Stuart Laws, September 25th. This dude's super fucking funny. Popping off in the UK, coming over here to do some shows. Yeah, we got stuff all year. We're going to have another Halloween show. We don't know exactly what we're doing yet. Follow the Instagram. You know what I mean? Follow us on whatever platform.
Yeah.
So that you know these dates when they're coming up. You can't say that you didn't know about them. But May 1st is big, man. May 1st is, you guys know we do it large and in charge over
Play-Doh
at
snakes,
Hall.
you know what I mean?
We are anxious otters, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Rubbing our hands in the
Just
creek.
fucking laying on our backs, stroking.
What else, man? You got anything
Backstroking.
for them?
I don't think I do, man. Nothing that we haven't covered.
Let me think. Yeah, I think that's it. I think
Ozzy
that's all
died. Did y'all see that?
Yeah, we recorded this last year. No,
Damn,
yeah.
our 2 years in comedy's coming up.
Yeah, I mean, not too far away.
Yeah.
We got a lot of stuff going on, man.
We rolled.
You
dude.
guys really gotta follow the socials.
Y'all
man.
gotta get with the fucking program. Follow me on Instagram, Wampuscat Joe, WAMPUSCATJOE. I'm on Instagram. Follow This Place Sucks Official on Instagram, and follow the one and only Jordan Edmondson, no spaces, on Instagram.
Yeah,
And
follow me on
get with the
TikTok,
fucking
add me
program
on
for real.
Facebook, dude. Just follow. You'll see the flyers. You'll
Yeah.
come to the shows. You'll have a great time.
Yeah. Buy some merch, dude. You know you want to rock some TPS shit. We're gonna have skateboards at the next show. May 1st, we're gonna have
dude.
fucking skate.
Shout out
We're on a
Honeymoon
fucking skateboard.
Skateboards.
Honeymoon, baby. Check
Yeah.
them out.
I actually have text related to that I got just during the episode. So
Are they good texts?
they're not bad.
They're not bad. You hear that? Yeah, they're not bad. They go ahead and read them live on the air, dude. Read your texts, bro.
He's sending them out.
He mailed them out yesterday or the day before because he mailed me my shirt.
He didn't mail them then.
Well, he said he had some issues, customs.
Yeah,
They're trying to charge a lot for shipping and shit.
he
had
shopped
touched down on
around,
that.
but he said, "Fuck it." Turns out where he went first, UPS is the cheapest by a lot, so he's just gonna pay and say he was trying to avoid paying $280 to ship.
And I don't blame him, dude.
3 40-pound boxes. I mean, that's pretty
crazy.
heavy. That's a lot. You know what I mean?
Thanks a lot, Trump, you piece of shit.
So yeah, dude. I mean, it is more expensive with fuel and shit like that now. I'm
Get
sure
your
that
checkbooks
all factors
handy,
into it.
folks, when UPS shows up, man.
But yeah, they're gonna be they're gonna be available at the show.
Yeah, they're
coming
sick.
in.
They're fucking badass. The whole thing's badass.
It's a big collab. Honeymoon Skateboards, Cody Kinman's art. This place sucks.
Yeah.
It's a big deal, man.
It's tough, dude. It's
and
tough.
they're dope boards. I'm currently skating a Honeymoon board. I'll have a few of the old design, the black ones like you guys have seen. I got some of those on deck if you guys want just a plain one to skate and then get a different one to hang. I'll cut you a deal.
Gonna be our most insane merch booth ever for sure.
Yeah, it is. And the new shirts are gonna be badass. Yeah, you guys love the merch. The merch is
Merch
sick.
is sick. So
Anything else?
I think I'm good, man. As always, this place sucks.
We love you guys. See you next time.
Mwah!